Alright, I cut my hole in my ceiling through the roof. I see sky. And the tool of choice this time was the oscillating cutting tool, which does a great job and nice and precision. And what I did was cut a hole 13 by 13 to leave a half-inch lip, so I can put a little sealant right up in here to give it extra seal to hopefully keep out the water leaks. Gonna go up top and sand it and smooth it out and make it pretty. I have my hole all sanded, got a nice finish on it. And so what I'm going to do now is get some paint to seal up the plywood in case I get some water leaks, so that the wood doesn't soak it up. Alright, my hole is complete. Put on 2 coats of paint. I used a water-based paint so it wouldn't react with my roof membrane. And the gasket's already in place from the factory. So all it looks like we have to do is slide the AC unit over this hole and then go inside and bolt it down. It looks easy peasy. Alright, we're going to slide it from here over the hole. Alright, that was easy. Now we're going to go down below and bolt it in. Alright, I got my AC up there. I have it all squared up, positioned where I want it to be. So we have this ring right here that will fit right here. And you have 4 bolts that will hold the ring on like this. And one of the things I do, I put a little grease on my threads. Just plain old wheel bearing grease. And that way when I want to get this apart 10 years from now, it'll come apart easy. And then the gasket on these, you have to crank it down until that white tab right here makes contact with the roof surface. Alright, I've successfully installed my ring, 4 bolts, and then the tabs, they're actually sort of a rubber type tab. It's a little dark up there, but they have to make contact with the roof. So I got them all evenly tightened down, and what I did, I left this top hole 13 inches square and the bottom hole 14. That way it gives me a little lip. If I need to, I can get some sealant if it starts ever leaking. And I can run some sealant up around here to seal it up good. There we go. I got some light on the tabs now so you can see the tabs, how far you're supposed to tighten it down for these tabs to make contact. The sun's getting ready to set. Beautiful sunset in Florida. And it's pretty warm. I'm sweating up here, and it's about 5:30 in the afternoon or evening. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop my cover on before it gets too dark. And it's just held down by 4 bolts that will go right in these holes. And they come with stainless bolts and washers, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little grease in there because I don't think that's stainless where the bolt goes in. Alright, the cover is on. Real easy to get the covers on and off. It's just these 4 bolts. It pops right off. So now my AC has a twin. Two ACs. The next step was to install the ducting, and with that you just take those 3 screws there and just screw it right on, and that gives you your ductwork. The next piece to put on is the plate with the wiring and controls on it. And basically this, we're going to feed the wire through this hole, put the ductwork through this hole, and there's 4 holes you just screw it down with. And then on the tube that tells what temperature is, I added a little bit of caulking here so it doesn't vibrate and make noise when it's running on the top of here. And then there's a plug you just plug in right here from the air conditioner. That's the plug, and then this is the wiring. And I've already checked the wiring to make sure it's wired correctly from the factory. I have my plate installed. Had the 4 screws, just screws up. I've connected my wires real easy, white to white, black to black, green to ground. And then the chute, there's a piece of tape. You pull off this piece of tape, connect the chute to the tape, and then you trim off the chute around the edge. And then after we do that, we'll put this plate on, which is outside plate, and with that we'll remove the screens, and there's 4 screw holes right here that we mount that with. And then after we get that on, there's 2 knobs we just slide on to here, and then we'll be ready to power it up and give it a test. I have my ductwork, trimmed it all off with a razor knife, got my wiring all tucked away, and now I'm ready to install the final cover. I have my finish plate on, the vent plate, and just 4 screws holds that up. All I have left to do is put the knobs on and put the screens on and enjoy the cool air. Alright, I have finished the installation on the AC. It's blowing air cold. Looks like it's working good. One modification I might make is drilling a hole right here and putting a round vent right in here so the air comes straight down. Because right now the air is blowing right here, hitting the beds, and over here hitting the cabinets. And if I put it right here, then it'll come straight down and I can stand underneath it and get cooled off. Now, to see if a AC is working properly, you should have a 10 to 20 degree difference in temperature. So right now it's 77 degrees, and then I'll test the AC. it shows 57 degrees, so I have a 20-degree difference, which that makes the ACs cooling properly. Thank you for watching the RV Dog channel. Subscribe, thumbs up, and ring that bell. Thank you again.